Hi, Norris. Norris. Drop me a comment, guys. Let me know where you're watching from. Or say hello, or ask me a question, or tell me what you're doing on this Monday night, July 6th. Hope everyone had a great 4th of July weekend celebrating America's 250th. I'm editing photos from last Thursday's karaoke night with Renee, or Thursday night karaoke with Renee. These are going to be hard to find. To just find one or two. They're also funny and good. All right, let's see what we got here. Oof, 12. 12 faves. Now I gotta will this down just like 2 or 3. What's up, guys? Talk to me. What you doing? Drop me a comment, say hello. Tell me how your 4th was. Hi, Kyle. Kyle Cochran? From Taps and Dolls? What you doing, buddy? See you watching on Instagram. How was everyone's 4th? Hey, Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Dougie? If your name is Dougie, do you automatically know how to do that? Lots of fireworks in the neighborhood still going on now. Yeah, they tend to linger, don't they? I don't mind. I like fireworks. I was, one year I was actually hired to film the fireworks off of Navy Pier one year. So I came back, I think it was like 10, 11, 12 times throughout the year to get their different fireworks displays. It's pretty cool. That was one of the best gigs. I like Chicago, I like fireworks, I like Navy Pier, so that was pretty cool. Okay, I got this whittled down to 5. Tall girl's got kind of a weird look on her face, so maybe I'll save her on that one. So 4. Got it down to 4. Let me tweak the exposure a little bit. More on this one. Leave that one. Okay. Open those up. Kevin. Okay, let's export these. Dougie rocks. My new neighbor moved in on the 3rd. Then I look at their house on the 4th, and it looks like they tried to set the house on fire already. Oh no. I hope that just means that they were putting off a hell of a lot of fireworks and not participating in arson. That's a scary thing to happen with your neighbor. A few years ago, we had right out the front door. Oh no, it was actually my neighbor's house. It wasn't my house, but they had a firework that clearly shot across the road from the other neighbors, and it like charred up their side of their siding, and the rocket was like laying right there still. So you know, that's clearly what it was. But people get crazy during fireworks. I had 60 photos of those girls. It's hard to stop. They're having so much fun. Let's get the next batch in here. Are you taking stills from video or just stills? So you're watching from Instagram, so you're probably seeing the video play up. Wait, are you? Oh, I see. No, these are actually all. Oh, whoops. These are all photos that I took from my camera that night. I'm also playing. I wasn't sure how I had it going to Instagram, but if you look on one of the landscape ones, like Facebook or something, YouTube, I have a video going that was a recording of a live feed that we did. So I was just playing that to give people a little bit more context. But yeah, no, these are actual photos taken from my Blackmagic Design 6K Pocket Cinema Pro 6K cameras. It's not a photo camera per se, but you know, I use the 50mm lens and they look pretty good. So it's a pretty easy way to promote the night. You know, I upload these to the karaoke page on the In the Loop site, so people can kind of, you know, pull up the videos and they can download them if they want, as well as put their name in the queue. So. All right, here's Sarah. So what you're seeing when I first bring them in, these are all raw photos. So I'm making adjustments in Photoshop's raw page and making adjustments. I love shooting in RAW. Those Blackmagic cameras actually shoot video in RAW too, which I love because it gives me a lot of control in post for color and exposure and everything. So I'm loving those cameras. Bring this down. And I'm not a photographer per se. You know, I'm a video guy of 30 years, but I can take some photos sometimes. Do you cull with filter pixel or after shoot? Do you cull with filter pixel or after shoot? Are those, I actually don't know what you mean. I'm not sure what cull means in the photo world because like I just said, I'm not really a photographer, I'm a video guy. So I don't know if filter pixel and after shoot are those programs. If they are, I've not heard of them. Again, I'm just using Photoshop's import process. So I go through the raw and then I bring it in, and then I export as JPEGs. They are AI that judges your photos for closed eyes and out of focus. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I love AI. I use AI in a lot of different ways and platforms, but now, you know, I'm not trying to get super intense with these photos. I mean, this is not, I don't get paid for the photos, so this is just kind of a little something extra I do to help promote Renee's Karaoke Night. But I do like discovering new ways of doing things and faster. And I tend to snap away, as you can see. I flip through a lot of photos here, so. That way I've got plenty of options. You know, people are moving and blinking and mouth doing this, mouth doing that, hands doing something else. So this way I can have plenty of options. I think I increased the shutter speed after this to decrease some blur. It's actually a cute one, little hand motion. I'm playing with Resolve's new photo program. It's like Lightroom, but then you can go to the color page and do all the Photoshop stuff. The photo part is just in its infancy, but I can see it over. Looks like you got cut off there, overtaking something. Yeah, I got my feelings on. I love Dissolve's color page. And like I said earlier, I use it all the time for all the video stuff that I do. Really helps me dial things in real nice. I don't like using it for photos. And in fact, one of the things that Blackmagic did with their cameras, like I got 3 of those 6K cameras, the Pocket Cinema Pro 6K cameras. Through their firmware updates, they made it so that when you take a photo, if you're in the Blackmagic RAW mode, like video mode, instead of ProRes, you can choose between Blackmagic RAW and ProRes. So obviously I shoot video in Blackmagic RAW, but if I take a photo with a little photo button while it's in Blackmagic RAW mode, it will create a BRAW file, which is like the same file extension as the video file. So I can't bring those into Photoshop or Photoshop's RAW program. I would have to go into DaVinci to do this, and it just, I didn't like it. I mean, that my initial response was, I was like pretty disgusted that they did that, and a lot of other people didn't like that they, put it in that format. So what I have to do is, consciously when I'm taking photos, I switch over, I go into the menu, switch over to ProRes, and I have to reduce the resolution for some reason down to just like a 4K kind of thing, or to actually UHD, Ultra HD, and then I can take the photo, and then it saves it as a DNG, and that's kind of native RAW, and I can bring that into Photoshop, and I'm using the, yeah, it just felt weird and awkward. Maybe I'll revisit sometime. I actually rolled back the firmware in all 3 of my cameras. Well, no, actually they ended up fixing that in future ones. So by switching to no, actually I think that does remain, but the hack is to switch over to ProRes to get it to save in the DNG. Well, this next thing is going to be totally unrelated, but since I started going down that road, I actually rolled back all my cameras' firmware to a version that allows me to use my the cameras as a webcam, because I was doing that sometimes for like video conferencing and stuff like that with clients. So I wanted to use the big camera and the 50mm lens and lighting and make everything look really, really pretty. You know, I've definitely overcomplicated my Zoom calls. Everyone else is on their phone with fake backgrounds and horrible lighting and all that stuff. But anyway, I may actually go ahead and get those all firmware upgraded to the most recent one, because I probably won't do it that way anymore. I'll use these cameras I'm using now, this one here and this one behind me, which are PTZ optics, PTZ cameras. So I'm kind of switching. I just switched things over like a week or two ago, and it'll probably stay like that for a while. All right, there's my 3. Bring this down a little bit. You know, when they made that switch, I might have just been kind of earlier using those cameras, kind of early on. So maybe now that I'm more familiar with those controls inside of like the color page inside of Resolve. I don't know. It still seems, you know, saving the files. Then after, you know, you got to save the frame, and I don't know. It's clunky. But I agree with you. I'm sure they'll refine those controls and dial it in and make it smoother and more streamlined for photos. Oh, the girls are back. I just heard a big firework. Oh, hello, Renee Michelle Merrifield. How you doing? Just in some time to see Sarah's edit. Hello. And I'm done through it. Oh. Renee, keep an eye on that gauge as you drive. I mean, get it filled up if you're feeling so inclined tonight. But if it doesn't move all the way home, then we can probably just get it next time we go out. Although, you either do it today or you're going to have to do it tomorrow when you're dealing with Tallulah. Why the f-stop shifts? Shouldn't. Oh, thanks for the roses, Renee. You're so generous. I sent you a heart me earlier during your live. It's the first time I'd done that. I wasn't sure how it worked, but... Oh, and I took screen grabs out to send those to you. We got like a... We took our relationship to the next level. Let's see, where's it at? There it is. Should be that one. Oh. I was on my phone. Oh, it'd be in photos. Okay, let's pick some good ones here. Okay. It looks like Grumpy Cat here. I think I caught him right at the end of the song. I was switching the angle and He was actually done, but that's all right. That's all right. Six. How's the Renee? If you're still watching, or anybody, how's the balance of the music with my voice? Is it a good balance? I sound okay? Music's not too loud. I'm not too loud. I like that one. I could pin there. Brighten that back up a little bit. Okay. And the girls are back. There was like an 18 top there, these girls. They were having a good old time. They asked if we could turn off one of the karaoke screens on the side so they could watch the World Cup, and of course that was okay. Oh, it was just the two girls. I wondered why I was taking them again. I normally just take one set of each person that sings, so we get good variety. This older couple, if you're looking on one of the platforms that shows the video from the live feed that Thursday night, there's this older couple that were really good and have a good old time. Renee's always very enthusiastic behind him, because that's just how she is. Jeff Hudson. It's real dark. It's weird. Got some real good singers that night. This girl sang Creep. That's my song, so I didn't sing it that night. That's okay. She did a good job too. Come on. Idiot. It's an accident. It's starting out so dark. Renee sent me another rose. Thanks, darling. More roses and gifts and a little kitty cat. You're a kitty cat. How many times can I catch this guy with his eyes closed? Is he just singing with his eyes closed? Heart fingers, thank you. You're the best. So supportive. What a nice music groove for photo editing. She was in from Atlanta, Georgia. Jake back there pulling her pants up. Just laughing at Jade in the background. It's a ridiculous gesture every time, every photo. Jordan Mason. Crap. I just got restricted on TikTok because of Boobalicious girl. I need to keep that in mind. I think I'm gonna stop the feed. Let's see if that says anything here. Ooh. 10 more minutes. It's gonna be close. Guess. I'll have like a 4-minute window. All right. Let her rip. Mm-hmm. Only takes one person to screw it up for everyone. Holy smokes. Oh, we took 74? What was this of? Oh, Jader. that's the 70-minute mark. Gonna cut the feed and then restart because I got flagged for the one karaoke thing where the boobs hanging out. Of all the things.